Step into the Dramark, a place of rust and ruin. Your story of decadence and doom awaits. Discover your faction, confront the ruin, and find out what you do with the time you have left. Role-play in a gilded age, where upstairs-downstairs drama meets existential horror. Our Brilliant Ruin is live now on Kickstarter. Back it today.
Hello and welcome back to Dicebreaker, where today we're doing something pretty cool because we have been joined by two special guests, but we're going to introduce them individually. We're going to start with the CDO of Demiplane. What is Demiplane? Who knows? We're about to find out. Please do introduce yourself and what we're doing today.
I'm just introducing myself and not Demiplane yet, but we will talk more about the Demiplane part. I'm Adam Bradford. I am the Chief Development Officer at Demiplane, which is kind of a made-up title for a lot of kitchen sink stuff that I do at the company. Formerly founded D&D Beyond, and we are really about the mission right now of making high-quality digital tools for all the other great games out there, and one of those is the Alien RPG, so we're really excited to take a look at that today. And I am joined on the Demiplane side by someone on our team that is a product and program manager for us, Michael O'Connor. What is your favorite color, Michael?
Blue.
Wow,
okay.
terrible.
Anything else you want to say about yourself?
Today, my name is Game Mother.
Game Mother.
That's about it.
Let's get after it. All right. So Wheels, I'm gonna just jump in. Does that sound?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
just
excellent.
For anyone who's not familiar with us already, I am Wheels. This is Maddie. On my right, we've also got Alex Meehan from the website team joining us from sunny, a different part of Brighton. And we're going to be some of the players today to play through the Alien RPG using Demiplane. But yeah, please crack on and tell us a little bit about this digital platform.
Some of the attempted survivors is probably the best way to put it. So we're going to be playing the Alien RPG from Free League. It is one of my absolute favorite games that has come out in the last 5 years. It is incredibly well suited for one-shots and short little campaigns. So if you've played long run campaigns with your group, if you're hitting a week where not everyone's going to be able to be present and you still want to play, something like Alien is a wonderful thing to throw into the mix when you have just a week or two to play something like this. So Alien is survival horror. There's body horror, all the stuff that you would expect to see in the movies, and there's an upcoming television show that I'm very excited about. But we're going to take a look at the character tools. So the Alien RPG Nexus.com is all you have to do to see all the content that is available for the game. On the Nexus itself, we do have a digital library. So on that digital library, this is where you can get access to digital versions of all of the books. They recently released a book called Building Better Worlds that is absolutely fantastic, that talks about taking a life out amongst the stars and trying to establish a colony somewhere, like those folks tried to do in Aliens, and it didn't work out too well for them. But that is something you can do in the library. That is where you can access all of those different books. You can take a look at the digital reader, and the digital reader is going to give you all of that book's content, all of the artwork, everything there. It also is going to have tooltips and cross-linking, so you can get around very quickly. You can reference things right there on the fly. And really importantly, unlike PDF, it is very, very easy to access this on any kind of device. So if you're in line at the supermarket and you are just incredibly urgently wanting to know what is going on in the Alien RPG, you can pull it out of your pocket and find it there. So the digital reader is there. We also take that same game content information and distribute it differently in the game compendium. So the game compendium is where you can look into the game rules menu, And in that menu, you can look at different listings. So if you're looking at the skills, you're going to see the skills presented in a table format, very easy to search and find what you're looking for, expand on each of these skills to see all of the deep dive information that you need to see on a skill or a talent or any of the other game rules that you're looking at. And we also finally have a slightly different kind of entry in the game compendium that we call a primer. And this is where you can look at the various careers that are available. And I believe that Maddie is playing an officer today. So we could look at the officer here and see all of the things that the officer gets and what she's going to be using to try to make it out of this alive. So that's the game compendium. But the thing that we're really, really excited about are the character tools. And so if we click the characters menu, it's going to take us to the ability to make our first Alien RPG character. We click create character. That takes us to the character builder. This is just a guided process. I know that we're all very familiar with the concept of getting together to play a new game, and we talk about creating characters, and if digital tools don't exist for that game, then most of the time that first session is only creating characters. That's all you're going to have time to do. So this is, with this tool set, this is something that you can jump right into the action. The people playing today have chosen pre-gen characters, which has made it really, really easy for them to jump right in. So that is an option that you can use here right from the builder. You can explore the different possibilities from the various scenarios that have provided pre-gen characters that Free League has put together. You can also create your own character. And one of the key things that you'll need to do before you start is select an origin. So you can be a human, a boring human, if you want to be. I guess most of the people are humans in the movies, so you can be a human. You've got the synthetic option, so especially if you want to surprise people and don't tell them that you are one before you start playing, that's always fun. And of course, we have the cat. So Alex today is playing a cat, and
just a
this
cat.
Yes, the cat.
Yeah.
Alex is playing the cat. And so with that, after you select an origin, this is where you can get into your career. So again, choosing all of the various things is a very, very quick process. You can get into play quicker than ever before. And so I'm going to just really quickly here. I think that Wheels, I don't know, did you decide what you were playing?
Yeah, I'm playing as Campbell, the scientist.
Okay, so I'm going to be just a colonial marine. I'm going to channel my inner Bill Paxton.
I was going to say, your voice is already perfect for the role of colonial marine.
There we go. I'm going to lay it on even thicker when we start to play. All right, so from here, you can select all of the various things that I would need for my colonial marine, and then we can go to the character sheet. And the character sheet is the place where you're going to be able to track everything that you need to know during play. You are able to add dice to your dice pool, which is the way that the game works. So if I am my colonial marine and I want to roll something using strength, and I'm trying to use some heavy machinery, I can click strength here, I can click heavy machinery, and then I have a roll queued up for me. Alien has an incredible mechanic called stress that is simulating the kind of stress and at least future trauma that the characters are going to experience as they are going through play, and it has a mounting escalation component to it that as you have stress, it adrenaline fills your veins. You are able to perhaps do things better because as you accumulate stress, you add that to your dice pool, and it gives you a chance to get more successes. So in your zero engine games, every 6 that you roll on the 6-sided die is a success. So the more dice you have, the more chances you have of rolling a 6. However, with stress, the more stress that you have, the more opportunity you have to panic and that means that you get a 1 on one of the stress die, and that is going to be represented by a little face hugger. So the face hugger die is going to show up, and if you roll that, that's a bad thing. And so hopefully we can simulate showing a panic roll here, and everybody's seeing that. I can't see what you're seeing right now, but ultimately with that, the panic roll is right there in the dice roller as well, and you can immediately see, hey, this is what happens when I panic. And sometimes if you have low stress and you roll lucky, you're going to keep it together and everything's going to be fine. Other times it goes disastrously for your character, and this is one of the key mechanics of the game that kind of keeps that mounting escalation part of the story going. So again, this is the easy way for you to kind of jump into this game. One other thing that I wanted to point out, because people love customization, is if you go to the character menu, so that's just floating over our portrait here, you can select various themes. And so, Space is Hell is our default theme. That's going to show you how this looks. Every Meal's a Banquet is our Colonial Marines theme. We also have a Perfect Organism theme. And, there are little Easter eggs on these. On these themes. And so on our Perfect Organism, you can see that, there's an egg up here, and it looks like there might be some movement with the egg. And so, people that like to just click things, might find some fun surprises awaiting when you're using that. So it looks like we might have a little bit of an alien life form here. Where did it go? It kind of slinked. And then it ends up on your face. So all of that is what happens with these various themes. And then Watch Your Eyes, but Mother Knows Best is our light mode theme, and this one also has some surprises there as well. So again, anything that you all these different things, ways you can customize, but the main thing is this is how you can track your character during play. And I think other than that, we're about to jump in, and we're going to teach as we go. And if we have things that we can point out about the digital character sheet as we play, we'll jump in with those things as well.
Amazing. Yeah. Very excited. Thank you for the rundown.
Yeah, thanks so much for showing us through. We're excited to play. We've got our stress dice, genuinely, from this game. Is one of my favorite RPG systems of the previous few years. It's such a fun way of that sort of fight or flight mechanic to manifest. So I'm excited to play with it again.
Very excited to see it happen. I cannot wait to get stressed.
Any other questions before, Michael, you can take it away?
None from me. Good to go.
Ready to get spooked.
All right. And just as a reminder, if you have questions about the rules as we go, don't hesitate to ask, and we'll pause to explain them. Perfect. All right. So, got a little blurb here. For almost 8 months, you've all been in cryosleep on board the Carthaginian. It's a colony ship en route to New Phoenicia, a promising garden world recently discovered just off the edges of known space. Your reason for taking the journey are your own. Maybe you're just doing your job, working on the ship. Maybe you're running away from something, or you're searching for a new opportunity. But now the Carthaginian's onboard AI, Mother, has prematurely awakened you from cryosleep. As you are torn from your slumber, you're immediately beset with a cacophony of klaxons, telling you that something's gone wrong. Horribly, horribly wrong. You stumble up, get dressed, adrenaline swiftly driving away any residual grogginess that you had, and a quick glance at the nearby console tells you that you're still 4 months away from your destination. You're in the middle of nowhere, deep in space. Now it's time to figure out just what the hell is going on. So why don't we do some quick character introductions here, starting with Alex. Who are you playing as?
Hi, I'm Alex. That's my real human name, but my
my fursona.
My cat name is Jonesy, which is the name of the cat from Alien, and I believe
Ginger Tabby.
Yeah, he briefly appears in Aliens,
Yes.
I believe. But,
Yes.
yeah, he's like a ginger tabby. You know, I think he's quite brave for a cat. So I'm going to try and embody that.
I can't.
Why is Jonesy here? That is the biggest mystery that we're going to unravel here today.
Yeah, why is this celebrity here?
Oh my god, I'm so nervous to interact with him.
All right, Adam, who are you playing as?
So out of the cryopod, you see just a larger, a little bit rotund, at least stocky man, kind of just swing his legs over. Oh, my back. And you see a man stand up. Everybody's kind of wearing skivvies when they come out of cryo sleep. He groggily starts to walk over to the locker where his stuff is. And as he opens it, you see that there are some dog tags. And you see that there is another weapons locker kind of at the foot of that. He is a Colonial Marine. His name is James Jim Garrett. So Jim is actually after some R&R on New Phoenicia, and then he just under his breath says, "There's always got to be something going wrong. I'm not even supposed to be here today."
Damn. Go next or me?
Do you want to go?
Okay. I'm playing the officer, Rodriguez. I think she is like relatively short and stocky. She's got like dark hair tied back in like a short ponytail. And like I think she's like just like bolt upright to this, like nausea hits, like leaning over a little bit, but like trying to hold it together and look around and take stock of the situation. It's like, is everyone okay? We're all okay, right? Just trying to like look around and pretend she's not freaking the hell out.
Yeah, in a similar vein, Campbell, the scientist, jolts up, hears the klaxon, and is just sort of like fumbling around for a pair of glasses that he knows is somewhere. He's an older man, sort of slightly balding on top, a bit of salt and pepper in the hair. And after finally finding his glasses and sort of like shakily putting them on, he's like, what's happening? Where are we? Have we arrived? Have we arrived?
Does it look
We
like
thawed
we
out
arrived?
early, Doc.
Well, this is most peculiar. Right? Does anyone know what's happening?
And
Rodriguez.
with the loud noises and the klaxon glaring overhead, everybody please add 1 stress to your character sheet.
Oh, amazing. Fantastic.
Yeah, that
Straight
checks
in.
out.
Stressful.
She's stressed.
Maddie, we're using physical dice here, so we have an important question to ask. What color is more stressful, pink or green?
Green is calming, but pink's my favorite color. So you really got me in a bind. Yeah.
I think we're stress-inducing people. Should we say that pink is
Okay, yeah,
stress?
we'll go pink. That sounds great. All right.
All right, excellent. So add 1 stress to our rolls. There we go.
Got kind of like a pink backdrop going on there, so that means that you're
surrounded
already
by stress,
just like, that's it.
Beautiful.
I have an incredibly important question for you.
Yes.
Does Jonesy have his own little cryopod?
I was going to say, yep, absolutely. Jonesy has his own cryopod.
Luxury.
So it's the 3 humans in their own cryopod and the cat in his own cryopod.
Yeah. Jonesy wakes up, dumps out, does the first thing that all cats do when they wake up. Big old stretch.
Big stretch.
Yeah. Whoa, big old stretch. Yeah, I think he's used to this sound though somewhat because he's been on ships before. So it's just kind of
effectively an
more,
alarm clock at this point,
yeah, it's more mildly stressful than like, oh.
Yeah, he looks the most calm out of all of us right now, I'm guessing.
Glaring.
That tail going.
Jim starts to walk over to one of the consoles just to see if he can figure out what's going on.
All right. So why don't you go ahead and do a ComTech roll? Something's wrong in the system, and it's kind of the screen's kind of staticky as you go through it, and it's going to need some computer skills to kind of get past some warning screens.
Well, he is excellent at ComTech, he said sarcastically. However, he did get a success.
Oh.
All right. So
I feel like
Give
it
me some
has
messages.
buttons of some sort.
That's a
Password
roll.
is somehow password 123. You're like, damn, I'm good at talking it.
I can see, to be honest, I can see Campbell looking at you using the sort of like consoles and things like that, and thinking, "Oh God, here we go. Let me step in and excuse me. Do you want me to? Oh, you've done it. Oh, well.
Hey, don't worry about it, Doc. I had like a day or two in hacking class.
A day or two. Well, some of us devoted our lives to it, but that's fine.
Look, we've all got skills that are very important and helpful here. We just need to work together, okay? What do you see on the computer? Anything?
All right, so the whole ship's been locked down by order of Captain Michelle Khan.
Michelle Khan has locked us down. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is, Rodriguez?
She's the captain of the whole ship, yes. She's the captain of the Carthaginian.
She's the captain of this ship, yes. There's a reason we're all here.
I didn't read that part when I was just hitching a ride.
Yeah, that's
all right. Let's see what else we got here.
She reported there's a dangerous organism on board, so everyone is supposed to stay locked up in their rooms until an all clear is given. This order and the lockdown itself was given about 2 days ago.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Well, It appears that we're supposed to be locked down as of 2 days ago. There's some kind of dangerous organism here. And at this point, Jim kind of spins and literally reaches for a sidearm that he hasn't gotten out of the locker yet. And he's like, "Is that the dangerous organism?" Looking at the cat.
I run in front of Jones and put your weapon down. No, this is just a cat. It's fine. He's here for important business, which I'm apparently.
What business does a cat have being on a ship like this?
It is captain's orders, and we are here to look after the cat just as much as I'm sure the cat is adding something relevant to us as well at some point, maybe.
When all this hits the fan, I'm prioritizing, the actual people over cats. I just want to be very clear about that.
I'm going to cover Jonesy's ears. I'm like, okay, right, just...
I'm going to do what we've all been waiting for me to do, which is go, wow. He kind of, he appreciates your little pats on his ears. He's like, does the little closy eye thing that cats do, where they're blinking slowly.
How could this be a dangerous organism? Look at him.
Yeah, well, I suppose.
Yeah, he's definitely doing the, "Oh, look at me, I'm so cute."
Campbell is sort of holding his nose, holding in a sneeze. He's like, I suppose perhaps the cat could have tripped some kind of sensor or something. Maybe they're looking for non-human DNA. Or we should try and get in contact with. Excuse me. We should try and get in contact with the captain and see if we can get this all sorted out.
This is the future. It seems like they would come up with meds for these cat allergies by now. And at this point, Jim starts to walk over and does try to get into the weapons locker. If there's a dangerous organism on board, he wants to grab his trusty pulse rifle.
Oh, Campbell's allergic to everything. There's not a pill that can fix that in the world.
That's right. Well, that's very unfair. I have a dust allergy. It's a very common thing. Now,
everything.
Yeah, perhaps there's some kind of communications device around here. So I'm going to scan around the room and try and find some kind of comlink that I can use to hail the captain.
There is a comlink at the console.
I will go over and just hit call mom. Where's the captain?
I mean, mother and captain are two very different things in this universe, Wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might not like what mother has to say.
Mother. All right.
So Campbell, you activate the comms, and there's nothing but static.
Goodness, this old tech is his. You can tell he's looking a bit flustered here. As every small thing goes wrong, he gets a little bit more and more panicky. He's like, "Oh, this whole tech is so unreliable. But perhaps we can just go through the doors." I'm just gonna try and open the nearest door.
All right, and so you woke up in a cryopod. Mm-hmm. Outside of that room is the ready room. That's where your lockers are. That's any kind of gear that I put on your character sheets. You can now say you can have all that.
Okay.
You don't have to unless you wander around in your underwear. That's your prerogative.
Yeah, that's get ourselves ready, and no matter what happens, it's probably best to face it, not in our underwear.
Yes, well, of course, I never go anywhere without my Seegson system diagnostic device.
Ooh. What are we putting on Jonesy here? What are we dressing him in?
Kibble.
Oh,
Bags on the ring, or
oh God! I
How
hope we got
about a
little
bell
outfit for
where
him.
we can know it's coming?
Yeah. Does Jonesy have a little collar or something he puts on, or is he just going?
Puts on?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me slip into something more comfortable, guys.
I'm guessing he's probably already wearing his collar. So I think Jonesy. I think he's a bit bored of being in here now. He wants to. He kind of goes up to the nearest door and is like pouring at it. Oh.
Do you see something, boy? Through here, you say?
What's that? The captain's caught down a well?
Gravity well.
Yeah, I'm going to
I think you mispronounced alien throat. So Jim, it locked and loaded. However long that takes, he gets everything. He puts on the barest minimum of clothing that he can to kind of make everyone feel better, and then he goes up to the door where the cat is pawing and just try to open it normally, hoping that at least one thing around here is normal.
You hit the button, and it's almost there's no response, but then 2 seconds later, slowly stutters to life, and the door is like, he'll open.
Grab it and help it. Yeah.
He's gonna run directly in front of you, like right.
Jonesy, wait! We don't know what's out there.
Oh, after you.
Yeah. He's not waiting for permission. Running ahead.
I desperately grab my guns and stuff, like try and run after him.
Yeah, tail up.
And the hallway beyond is much darker than the cryosleep chamber in the ready room. The air is very thick, kind of humid, as if something's been going wrong with the air filtration systems. You immediately to the right when you come out, it would have been the passageway to the cockpit, but it is a wreck. There clearly was some sort of fire there, like all the remains of sort of ash and maybe some embers, but it just rubble and wreckage blocking the way up.
Oh,
goodness.
He stops at this.
Yeah, we must have, I don't know, crashed into something, or perhaps there was something wrong with the trajectory of the course, but look at this place, it's in disrepair.
It must just be something's gone wrong right here, and we find another way out, and we just gotta. It's probably why we've been shut off from everyone else, and we can't hear anything. It's just.
Yeah.
Just want to remind everybody about the dangerous organism. That
sure
might have had something to do with this.
Jim, old friend, I'm sure everything's absolutely fine, but of course you are armed with a weapon, I hope.
Oh yeah, I've got so many, and basically, he kind of, pulls on the pulse rifle, and then he pats his side, and then he kind of throws up his leg, like kind of proudly displaying, the knife that he also has in his boot. But he's not wearing pants either, so it's just the boot.
Yeah.
And
he's
got, his skivvies on.
Yeah, I get the feeling that behind the knife in the boot, there's a tattoo of a knife in a boot.
Oh yeah. And that has a tattoo.
Yeah.
It keeps going. It's like that Zoom, picture book. Yeah.
Well, look, if we're worried about organisms, not that I think that there's anything to be worried about or anything. I do have a motion tracker, so we can sort of keep an eye on what's around. Perhaps we can use it to help find other people in the ship as well. Just try and find a friendly face.
That's a great start. Yeah, we've got very little details about the situation right now. I think we just press on as normal, and if we get more information, we'll react accordingly.
Yes, fantastic. Right.
Now,
I'm gonna
cock my pistol and hold on. I'm kind of a little nervous.
Clicking on the motion tracker.
There's the iconic blip, 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 ba-deep, ba-deep, and there's the beeping of some sort of motion about 30 meters down the hallway towards the admin office and captain's quarters.
Is that where the rubble is, or is that in the other direction?
The rubble is to your, so this would be going to your left. The rubble is to your right, and that would be the passageway to the cockpit.
Okay. Hello? Hello out there. We've just woken up. I fear we're a bit late for the alarm, but I'm just wondering if anyone else is Still around.
Which way did the cat go from here?
I think Jonesy obviously seen like the rubble on the fire and not going that way. And yeah, I reckon he's probably going like the way that's indicating that there are people there. Like it's a long, clear corridor. He's curious. He's not like sprinting down there, but he's probably like trotting down that way, sniffing the air, being like and being somewhat cautious. Maybe his ears are like a little bit back.
Yeah.
And his tail is so probably more like
Jim once he sees the motion showing up, because he's always looking over the shoulder of people with motion trackers. He sees that, and then he just shakes his head and sighs again. Oh man, I was just after some time on the beach, and this is just what always happens. And he starts just trudging down the hall. Some of the training starting to kick in a little bit, and he is headed toward where the motion is. And he's not letting anybody know, but he's kind of like he's obviously on edge, but he's also using the training things of identify yourself. He's going into that mode.
Jonesy is definitely looking back behind him to see that you're coming. You're following him. He's like, wow, and then he like keeps going.
Seeing that, I'll kind of like scurry a bit to kind of walk right behind Jim, and I'm like, dealt with anything like this before?
I mean, it depends. Like, we definitely came across some really strange worms one time. I can't even remember what plant. Yeah, but they were kind of small, but there were just lots of them. So that was tough. But honestly, though, in that kind of report like that, they didn't even call those dangerous organisms. I mean, they were, but this time they're identifying it as a dangerous organism. So there's no telling. I've heard some stories lately where some people have dealt with some really nasty stuff, and I hope we're just not going to be one of those stories.
That would be
right.
That would be.
I'll pat him on the back. Okay, so take this seriously. Everyone, stay calm.
Well, yeah, if you aren't taking it seriously yet, then we're probably all gonna die. Like, aren't like what's your rank? Like, you outrank me, right?
Yes, I'm an officer, and I try and hold myself a little bit higher and like. Just gonna
Perfect. All right. Well, yeah. If we do run into something dangerous, let's just make sure that Doc here is protected, because I'm sure that he knows how to use a med pack.
Yes, med pack, absolutely. Anything else of the more ballistic nature is a bit out of my league, of course. Hello. Is literally anyone else here?
Your voice echoes down the dark hallway.
Why don't you?
Yeah, and maybe can that, Doc, because if it's people, we're gonna come up on them. But if it's not people and it is said dangerous organism, we don't want to completely announce our presence that loudly.
Oh, you think the dangerous organism might speak English?
I don't. It doesn't need to speak English. It just needs to know that we're here.
Right. Yes,
why don't you stick?
Mum's the word. Yes.
Stick close behind Jim. Just
No, nothing's the word. Don't say words.
Well, I'm just. No, you're right. No, you're quite right. You're quite right. I'll take up the rear, as they say in the film.
I'll stick behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You just stick right behind.
All right.
Jim.
Yes.
Stay close. Keep your eyes peeled.
Jonesy sees you all like sort of like very slowly moving up this corridor, and just like quite a little bit ahead of you now, and it's like looks back and goes, "Wow!" like that.
You're right, Jonesy. We need to keep forward. God, he's so wise.
Nothing knows how to be quiet, and then Jim's just gonna keep going forward.
All right. As you make your way down the hallway, you reach where the motion tracker signaled there was some motion. And on the door of the admin office, there is a sign just swinging there.
Perhaps.
And it's got like a. So go ahead.
I'm going to try to stop it and see what the sign says.
All right. It is a hastily written note that says, "Do not go in here." And it's signed Officer Gregory Charles. And along the edges of the paper, there's like there are bloody fingerprints, as if whoever wrote this and got it ready, their hands were soaked in blood.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
Jim,
+1 stress to everybody.
Oh, +1 stress.
To everyone.
I guess except for
+1
Jonesy.
stress.
I don't think Jonesy cares, but
Oh yeah.
Jonesy couldn't read it. Yeah.
You can smell the blood though, I reckon. That probably.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, did it?
If you would like to mark stress, then you can mark stress.
I think he smells the blood, and he's like.
Me and Schwartz
He
those
smells
tasty
the blood on
dice,
on the sign, and it's just like putting his head back, and he's sort of like pacing outside of this door, but not necessarily clawing to go in.
All right, I think this is good news. All right, so the bad news is Greg is dead or very badly injured. All right, so let's start with that bad news. But Greg left a note for us, and it's kind of like, I don't know. Did you ever see that old like Earth movie, Shyamalan? It's like, don't go in the cupboard. I got one of them stuck in there or something. It kind of has that vibe to me. He's like,
exactly what you mean.
Don't open this door.
Yes, he was dead the entire time, right? Is that the?
No, that's a different one.
No, I'm sorry.
This is one where the aliens invaded a planet that's made up 70% of their greatest vulnerability. That's something to keep in mind. Maybe this dangerous organism is really allergic to water or something.
Or cats. That'd be useful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, of course. But what I'm saying, though, is it looks like Greggy here might have locked it into this place because he's left a warning now. And so maybe dangerous organism is dealt with. Maybe it's locked in the room. And then we just need to figure out a way out of here.
Jim, lad, I don't want to impose any sort of idea that I know what I'm talking about, and you don't. Of course, you are much more experienced than this. Do we think that a quote unquote dangerous organism will be stopped by being shut in a cupboard? I just worry that perhaps that's not the greatest restrainment that we can provide here. But maybe we could, I don't know, weld this door or something like that.
Sometimes life is like it is in the movies, Doc. But I'm with you here. We can try to weld it. Do you have a welder?
Not on my person, but perhaps some sort of engineering station or something of that nature.
Does the door look secure so far? Like looking at it, like I want to go over and just try and take it all in.
So it's the previous door kind of opened like this. This one was just open like this.
Okay.
And it's a standard ship, basic reinforcement kind of door. It's it's not a wood door. It's metal and grating.
Cool.
Is there like a panel next to it? Like, is it just a pull door, or is it like mechanical?
There's a beep kind of door.
Okay.
Could
I use my system diagnostic device to try and grab some info? Either from just the door systems and see if it's locked or anything like that, or I could potentially try and push a little bit further and see if there's any kind of a bit more mainframey information available.
Sure. Go ahead and do a Comtech roll.
Okie pokie. That's my special skill. So I've got 5 in wits and 5 in Comtech. Am I just grabbing the Comtech skill?
So that's 10 normal dice, and then you just trust level 2, right?
Yeah.
And that's 2 stress dice.
Okay, right. I didn't realize we were going to have that many dice. I've only got
8 here. Do you have that many?
No, that's fine. I'm going to roll 8, and then am I looking for 6s? Is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
Or a 1 on the stress dice.
Okay, I'll roll 8, and then we'll get rid of any that aren't a 1 or a 6 on the standard, and then we'll roll stress. A 3-part roll here.
Here we go.
Okay, that's a good level of 6s. 3 6s.
Nice.
3 1s on the normal dice. So I'll just re-roll these 2. Okay, no more 6s, and then we'll roll the stress dice. And they're both fine as well. So no 1s on stress dice, 3 6s.
Looking good.
All right. So the door is not locked.
Ah!
You figure that...
Seems like a flaw in Greg's plan.
It's just shut. You can get the information that it's, who stayed in these quarters if you want to know that information.
Sure, yeah.
Otherwise, there's admin Eric Walls. There was Dr. Andrews. There was the Captain Michelle Khan was in here as well.
Ah.
But that's who is Mark recorded as like owning these offices. Mm-hmm. And you can read the purposes of what these rooms did. Like bureaucracy stuff. But the door itself is just closed normally.
Okay, so it's a bit of information that might alter our plans here. This door is not locked at all. Also, beyond appears to be perhaps the captain's office. I'm not implying that we should go in, or at least not all of us. Be good to have someone stay behind. But we might be able to find more information on where the captain is, and perhaps we could use that to get things back into ship shape. I'm not sure. What do you think, Jim, officer?
Maybe we should lock the door. Can you do that from here?
Can I do that from here?
Yes, you can.
Yes, yeah, I can do that. I'll do it now, in fact. Press the button.
Yeah, let's just...
put in an override to secure the door.
Let's keep this locked up until we have, any more information about the situation. That's just...
Can we get a camera feed in there?
I'm not sure. Let me just have a little rummage through. Yeah, is there any sort of like security system I can access?
Not from the outside. That would give any walker by the ability just to spy on the
yeah.
The
I know. That's what I'm
if they have hacking skills, yeah. Okay. All right.
At this point, Jonesy's bored hanging around outside the door, so he's going to start wandering off. Like, is this just like a single corridor? There's no branching paths off of this particular corridor?
There's one main corridor, and the corridor goes down a long way to the end of the ship, where there are escape pods. There are storage rooms. There's a mess hall, and
okay,
all sorts of rooms.
Jonesy's gonna wander off that way.
Jonesy's
and as the cat wanders off,
floating on the scent of a pie,
cooling on a pie. He's just wandering towards. Let's say that way. He's smelling something interesting. He's looking around.
Scent of space rats. But as the cat wanders off, there's a very gentle rocking of the ship, and kind of a sound. And Mother announces overhead. The klaxons kind of pause for a moment and says, "Escape pod 7 ejected.
What? Wait.
2 escape pods remaining."
Two. Did everyone hear that? 2 escape pods. How late are we exactly?
Okay.
How many people can fit in a pod? Like, are we going to have to make some tough decisions here, or
is that something I would know?
He's already thinking about it.
Designed for 1, a tight fit for 2.
Okay.
Let's head over there as soon as possible. And if people are evacuating, that's where we need to go. Okay, that's good information to have.
Yeah, from what I'm aware, I think the escape pods are probably large enough to store 2 of us per, and one of us is a cat, so that should be nice and easy. But
the cat's with me.
Absolutely fine. Yeah, no problem. Me and my officer's friend here will get a little bit more chummy. Let's get moving. Do we know where the escape pods are?
Yes, and +1 stress as you learn that there are maybe a decreasing number of ways out, and who knows who else is running towards them.
How do I do that at this stage? Because Jonesy can't understand human language.
Yeah, Jonesy is again safe.
Yeah, Jonesy is so cool-headed.
Going to the mess hall, having a great time.
Yeah, he's just wandering towards that way, which also just happens to be where the escape pods are. So
Nice.
I have to interject something just about the game itself because Jonesy isn't taking some of the stress. If you play a synthetic, that is also a character that never accumulates stress. And so I think that it is a really great way to capture just how eerily calm they are at all times.
Cool.
And their statistics are slightly higher to account for not being able to, accumulate stress. So it's just one of those areas where the game really captures the feel of the universe really, really well.
Yeah.
I love that. That's such
what
a
an
good
RPG.
idea.
All right, well.
And maybe you're a secret synthetic and you're just pretending to have stress.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, I think I'm certainly sort of like, yeah, come on. Well, let's head towards the escape pods. Seems like this is all locked up now, so dangerous organism dealt with. Now we just need to get off this presumably imploding explosion of a ship.
I feel like you're like panicking, going one direction with my hands on your shoulders and like steer you back into the right direction. Like,
I was like accidentally walking back to the cryo pods.
Going back towards the wall. It's like, don't enter the room. About to press like go.
Right, okay.
Yeah, Jim's going to forge ahead, and just kind of under his breath, he's constantly talking because it makes him feel a little bit better. But he's just like, wasn't supposed to be here. Was going to have a high tie, and he just keeps on mumbling.
So we were heading down the tunnel, down the hallway, and it ended with a door. And we've been in the ship before, there's a junction there. And beyond that, the hallway just continues down to the second half of the ship.
I'm going to keep trying to open every door that's between me and the escape pods.
Yeah.
All right. Hit the button. The doors swing open. And again, just more dark hallway. Here, the klaxons aren't as... the lighting's failed or something, or something's gone wrong with the power, because it's much darker down here, but it still has that sort of thick, humid feel to it.
Jim, just one
now
second.
It's an acrid smell.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check the old motion scanner again to make sure there's nothing up ahead.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Yeah, I'll have a little look.
See, I've been deployed so many times, and they wouldn't actually foot the bill for that kind of tech, so I'm not used to having it.
Yeah, it's funny. I was using it for a research thing, but I'm glad to have it on my purpose.
All right. Blip, 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 blip. Seems clear.
Yeah, nothing up ahead. Fantastic.
Right. And this time I'm going to make you do a power roll. So if you click on your motion tracker, it should open a drawer that has a power supply. And it should be 5. So roll 5 dice and let me know if you get any ones.
Okay.
It's very fun.
Oh yeah, that power supply. There we go. All right. Just 5 standard, yeah?
Yep.
1-1.
All right, so you now lose 1 power.
Okay.
So this cruddy analog motion tracker of the future, it drains power.
Yeah, I see the little battery icon go down. I'm like, oh, bloody hell, I've only just started using the thing.
Wow, we saw it's clear. Let's just switch it off for now and keep on.
We'll just keep moving. Where's the cat?
Forward.
Yeah, Jonesy's gonna run, he's gonna go down this corridor that you're looking down, and he's gonna walk down there while just keeping an eye out, and also just go.
All right, Jonesy, since you're going first, give me an observation roll.
And wits plus observation plus stress.
Yeah, it'll get the stress automatically if you use the digital roll.
No ones on my stress die. No 6s though.
Ooh.
All right. Seems clear.
Seems
Everything's fine.
Totally good and good.
I'm feeling great, guys.
Yeah, Jim keeps going. Is checking corners. Again, he's slowly getting back into the groove. With understanding he's not going on vacation, that he's trying to survive.
And then Jim, as you're walking, something drips on your shoulder.
Good. I am going to immediately try to get it off.
All right, and Rodriguez and
Campbell,
as you're behind Jim, as he's trying to wipe off this goo or slime, something above him begins to unfurl.
Jim.
Two long black arms reached down and grabbed for him.
Yeah, as soon as I saw him like flinch and turn around, my eyes will like immediately look like scanning for everything, see that, like raising my gun up. And I think if I see that, I'm just gonna shoot.
I think Jonesy sees this happening and he's like smells it. And then he hisses.
Yeah, but back up,
Yeah.
All right, so they got a sneak attack off, and these arms come down and grab at the. Are you wearing your armor, Jim? Or no?
Yeah, no. Hey, I said I was wearing as little as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Your bare skin is covered in sweat, so these arms reach down and grab your shoulders, and they just slide right off. But looming above you is this massive black form on the ceiling, and you look up, and this elongated head. It has no eyes, but it stares at you all the same, and it opens its mouth in some sort of sadistic grin, and metal teeth ooze above you.
I am firing away as the moment I can.
Yeah,
As is
likewise.
Rodriguez, right?
Yeah. Oh, so shot as soon as I saw it.
Initiative in this game is done just by drawing cards, and we don't have initiative trackers yet, so I'm just going to use the alien cards from the box set here. So I'm going to draw a card for each of you, and please write down your number.
Oh my god. Put on my
Jonesy,
notes.
you got initiative 1. You get to go first.
Checks out.
That's what we need, guys.
Jim, you got 6.
Okay.
Rodriguez, 2.
2. Okay.
And Campbell, 10.
Yeah.
No, that tracks, yeah.
You
That
got
tracks.
Ooh, okay, that's gonna be interesting. All right. So, this great creature that you missed as you trotted through the hallway is now on the ceiling, reaching down at your human friends, Jonesy.
Sorry, I cannot do anything about this. Like, just
I mean, it really kind of, sets the mood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly,
the glare of a sun through the window.
so that helps.
It's the emergency lighting sort of flaring off the camera.
Jonesy,
It's like, I just hope you don't sleep in that room.
Yeah.
Jonesy, what is he gonna do? I mean, he's scared for sure. I think he will. I think he's gonna try and intimidate.
Nice.
Yeah, classic cat move. Classic cat move. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to say there.
So he's going to, roll would intimidation. So would manipulation be the closest thing?
Command,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. So if
I'll let you pick command or manipulation.
I'll pick manipulation because Jonesy has nothing in command. So
Yeah, that's
crazy. Look, I'll tell you this, Jonesy. Neither's Campbell, so
I find him a commanding presence. I'll say that.
No, he is hissing, he is puffing his tail out, he is arching his back up, he's trying to make himself look as big as possible. So he's going to attempt to do this.
Get him, Jonesy.
No 6s again.
I can teach a new mechanic. It's called pushing your roll. Pushing your roll is something you can do where, as long as you don't panic in your initial roll, you can re-roll every single dice that's not a 6. So if you're trying to farm for more 6s, you can keep all your existing 6s. But when you do push your roll, you have to automatically add +1 stress and include that stress die in your next roll, in your re-roll. So it's like you're giving yourself a higher chance to succeed, but you're also increasing the chance you might just freak out and
I think
panic.
I've rolled. Is this cross icon on the stress die 6?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's a good 6.
I did roll that. I rolled a 6 on my stress die.
Nice.
okay.
Oh, then you succeeded then.
Okay.
Damn, that's an intimidating cat.
I'm intimidated.
Yeah.
Inspired.
I mean, Campbell should be, because apparently it just falls to pieces around the kid.
Yeah.
All right, as this thing is hissing down at Jim, Jonesy hisses back, and the creature appears to pause for a moment.
Yes.
As if some confusion of things aren't normally hissing back at me. What?
Yeah, you know what this thing is thinking in its head is like looking at the cat, and it's like perfect organism. It's like,
I've met my match finally.
Yeah.
That's
Alright,
what
then.
he's gonna do. Yeah.
Who had number 2?
I did.
All right, Rodriguez. For when it's your round when it's your turn in combat in this game, you get 2 actions: a fast action and a slow action.
Okay.
And if you go on our actions and talents tab of the sheet, there are filter buttons there under actions between fast and slow, so you can kind of like use that to determine what you want to do. If you're thinking about shooting a gun, a popular fast action is to aim, because then it gives you a bonus to your slow action of shooting your gun.
Ooh, okay, yeah, I would love to do that. So the first action option I have is cruel. Are they not? Oh, maybe they're not in alphabetical order. Ignore me.
Yep.
Aim, okay. Okay, so I'm just getting a +2 to that because of that. And then my gun is my pistol. So for this, I am rolling...
Agility, plus your ranged combat,
Okay.
plus the bonus of your pistol, which I believe is a 2.
Right, so I got
It
2
might
in
be.
agility. Sorry, say that again. So I got my agility
yeah.
plus...
Agility plus your ranged
Ranged
combat, plus 4, because you have 2 from the bonus of the pistol, 2 from your aiming.
Okay. I'm just trying to find my ranged combat on this sheet.
It's under agility there. Look. You got 2 and a 2, so 4
Okay.
base plus 4. So you've got all 8 and
All
3
of
stress
them.
dice.
I'm sure that's going to be wonderful.
This is going to be a big roll.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
Did succeed a lot.
I got 4 6s, but I did get 1 1 on the stress dice.
okay, and if you could, all 4 of you also add one more. Add one more stress because there is a horrific creature on the ceiling reaching down.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty
stressed.
stressed.
That's
I'll
fair,
say
yeah.
that.
But you don't have to add that to your roll, Maddie, because you already rolled a 1, and that counts as triggering
Cool.
the panic roll.
Time.
So if in our dice roller there should be a panic roll button, just
Okay.
give that a click, and it'll do the calculations for
Yeah, if you expand the roller, there's just a button panic roll. Yeah.
Maybe. Good boy.
See.
Oh,
and then
Panic
read what it says.
roll. Okay.
Keeping it together.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
sorry. I struggle
Okay.
to read with my glasses on this. Okay, keeping it together. You managed to keep your nerves in check. Barely.
We're all good, guys.
Everything's fine. I guess.
All right.
Like, I try and shoot at it, like, panicked, miss, but, like hyperventilate, and then, like, gradually start taking deep breaths again and, like, try and slow myself down.
Well,
You
actually,
still
though, Michael, there were successes, right?
Yeah.
So
So you
on the
both-
pan, yeah.
both
So
do hit,
yeah, she hit.
and you had
Yeah.
4, right? 4
I
successes.
did.
So you do 1 base damage from the pistol, and then for each additional 6, you can add 1 more to the damage.
Oh my god.
So you've got 4 damage.
Four.
Heading
So with those extra successes, you can do various things with them. So sometimes
Okay.
you can do stunts, which disarming and things like that. In this case, a lot of the time it is just advantageous to just add them all to damage to do as much damage as you can.
Yeah, I think she is just like, kill, kill, kill.
Yeah.
That's all in her mind.
Ooh, okay. And you bam, 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 bam. It takes the hits, and this green ichor splashes all over the walls and down at our poor marine friend.
Sorry.
oh dear.
She doesn't know.
Yeah.
He does
All right.
it.
How could she?
But lucky rolls, 1 damage.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay,
Jim.
though.
As
is that all?
Just 1, yep. The green
Okay.
ichor splashes down on the sweaty shoulders of the marine, and you see it immediately start steaming and kind of like melting down into his skin.
Ugh.
It burns! It burns!
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh god! I'm so sorry.
All right, and then we have whoever initiative 6, which I believe was Jim.
Yeah, so upon experiencing this nightmare, Jim is absolutely getting out from under the thing, as quickly as he can. But as soon as he is not in, that, right underneath range, he is going to unload with the pulse rifle.
To get out of its range, you first need to do a mobility roll.
Okay. We can do that. All right, so that is going to be... Oh gosh, I've got a lot of stress right now. Where did that come from?
I was going to say, when you say unload, are you unloading trauma or are you unloading...
All right, so I got a success, but I also got a panic. So here comes my panic roll. Nervous twitch. My stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increases by 1.
Excellent.
So everybody had a stress when he's like, "This is game over, man. Game over."
Coming out of the wall. I feel like by the time it comes to my turn, I'm going to have already had a heart attack.
Yeah. So I did get 1 success, though, if that is still applicable.
Yes, it does. That one does not cancel your action, so you still get out of the way.
Yeah.
But you see it. You can see the shadow of its arm swinging at you as you go, and that kind of gives you the nervous twitch.
Yeah. Does that? Do I get to continue now with the rest, or is the mobility the only thing I can do?
That would probably count as your fast action.
Okay, got it. So with the slow, no aiming, but I am going to fire. Let's see. Gosh, that is a lot of stress.
A lot of rolls.
And I've panicked again. I've got 2 successes, but I've panicked again. I am just falling apart.
Yeah.
Falling apart. All right. Drop item. Perfect. Whether by stress, confusion, or the realization that you're all going to die anyway, you drop a weapon or other important item. GM decides which one. Your stress level increases by 1. So one more stress, and I dropped something. I am assuming probably the gun.
I was about to say,
As you aim up with a gun, see this massive, 7-foot tall creature, and
Alien,
as it kind of like begins to spread out, it begins to spread out along the wall. You just see the enormity of this thing. This long tail ending with a big spike, and the gun drops to the
Game
ground.
over. I'm never going to make it to the beach.
He just wanted a Mai Tai.
Oh, one man's dream. A simple dream.
That is all I can do. I've inflicted enough damage on myself and my allies.
All right, and then I believe, Campbell, you have 10, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Big moves.
It is the creature's turn.
No!
This alien creature
Never mind.
drops down and moves towards, I believe in front was Rodriguez, the officer, right? Rodriguez.
Yeah.
This looming thing comes up to you, and you are immediately just knocked to the ground.
Yeah.
And your pistol slides down the hallway along this metal grating.
I'm just like trying to
And
scrabble
it
back.
stands over you. It's almost as if it's taunting you. Like you've, unloaded your pistol against it. It's got these little holes across its carapace, but it just looms above you. Some drool drips on you. And of course, you get +1 stress and must make an immediate panic roll.
Okay. What did that add?
Yeah, I'm on 5 and you're on 6.
Okay,
That should
cool.
be good.
Just want to make sure I got the right amount of stress. Okay, let's panic.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, yeah, this checks out.
Yeah, I can foresee that.
Seek cover. You must use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible. You're allowed to make a retreat roll if you have an enemy at engaged range. Your stress level is decreased by 1, but the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range increases by 1. After 1 round, you can act normally. Good luck,
All right,
lads.
so we'll make that stress change now, so you can get -1 stress. Everybody else gets +1 stress. But then for your next turn, you must flee, which is a very fair reaction. Unfortunately, it does get to go again.
Are you not done with me?
As it heads toward, like you're on the ground, it just steps over you towards Campbell.
Oh no.
Its tail kind of like comes over its shoulder and stabs at you.
Now, sir, there's no need to...
No need to get violent.
No need to get violent. Okay, I believe I can dodge or block, right?
All right, so do you have any... Oh yeah, you could try to block because you have not gone yet. So you still have... Blocking is a reaction that you can spend your fast action to do.
Yeah, I might just...
So if you're already gone, you can't do that because you've used your fast action. But you have not gone.
Just
so
going to hold up the motion tracker in front of you.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, I guess we don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
You know where it is.
I've tracked the motion with my own eyes, love. Don't worry.
All right, so I believe that is a strength and close combat roll.
I'm sure I'm really good at both of those.
Yeah, that sounds like your skills.
3 dice.
3!
Turns out.
Plus,
You're...
plus 6 stress, to be fair, so...
Hey, there's a chance of success here. There's 6 stress.
I'm waiting for the steroids to kick in. Suddenly to get really swell.
Well, I didn't panic, but I also didn't roll a single 6, so...
No.
Yeah.
Do you want to push the roll?
Well, can he push if he panicked?
No, I didn't panic.
Did not panic. Nice.
So I could just roll the whole thing again to push.
But you'd have 7 stress to roll.
I mean, at this point,
Oh, yeah.
why not, right? You know?
Man wants to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel we're in the home stretch.
Who's
Some of us,
anyway. Ours or the aliens. Okay, we got some 6s.
Buddy.
But we did panic. I got 1 6 and 1 panic, both on my stress dice.
Oh.
Oops.
Make that panic roll.
All right, let's see.
Let's get lucky.
Ooh, my first panic roll.
He loves to panic.
I love to panic. Freeze!
Yeah.
You're frozen by fear or stress for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Great. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly NPCs, or PCs, sorry, in short range of you increases by 1.
Okay.
I'm on 8, which seems like a lot.
All right, and because you got a 10 or higher on your panic roll, that means your action fails.
Okay.
So as you freeze, this thing comes at you, and the tail just almost gently just pokes you in the stomach. I mean, gently is an exaggeration. So it pierces your skin, but not all the way. It doesn't like pierce through your abdomen. So you take 2 damage.
Okay.
Then I need you to make a stamina roll.
When you say 2 damage, that's my health, right?
Yes, yeah, 2 damage.
Cool. I'm on 1 health. So I'm making a what roll? Sorry.
A stamina roll.
Roll.
And you do not need to include your stress for this one.
Okay.
This is more like a passive
That's not looking good.
health check.
Yeah.
In a way.
Again, that's 3 dice. Oh, but I did get a 6.
Okay.
All right.
Did you roll your stress?
No, I
Good
don't
to
have
know.
to with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
And it is now your turn.
Well,
Yay.
I'm frozen, right? So
Losing your next slow action. So yeah, you used your fast action to block, and now you lose.
that's
you're
all I've got,
frozen and
so-
lose your slow action.
I'll be honest,
All
I was going to run away, but
As this creature stands over Rodriguez and is poking its tail at Campbell. Jonesy, back to you.
Oh, that's it, guys. This is it. He's going to save all
Come
of
on,
us.
Jonesy.
Jonesy, get to the escape pods. Just go and leave us alone. Leave us behind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I feel like Jonesy's going to run for it.
Yeah.
He is only a cat.
Yeah.
Look, he's survived every
famous
attack
cat.
so far.
He did his intimidation. He played his part. Now he's just
Yeah.
heading off.
Jonesy, how do you feel about a cat being able to use a pulse rifle? Does that... Because one's on the floor, so...
I mean, he hasn't got any ranged combat ability, so I'm going to... No.
I mean, neither have I.
The problem is, obviously, Jonesy doesn't know as a cat. He doesn't know that 1, escape pods exist, and 2, where they are. So I think he's probably just going to run in the opposite direction from this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that what, agility and mobility?
You're safe out of range, so you could just
yeah.
If you take off, you can take off.
Right.
Right.
Tail down, ears down. He knows.
There is a stronger scent of human down this way towards the escape pods.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, and then I believe it is to Rodriguez.
Well, I've got the panic thing where I'm just seeking cover, so I guess I just run to the escape pods as well. Or like whatever's I can think of as cover in my panicked moment. Yeah.
You will have to crawl because you fell down.
That's fine.
And the thing's standing above you, so you have to kind of crawl up from underneath.
I probably would like to crawl because then I'd be more inconspicuous. I don't want it to notice me.
I'm imagine you shuffling back.
Yeah, like
a cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the cat's the one winning out of this group. I'm just saying.
Cat's not had a single problem so far.
Am I rolling anything to crawl or just
a mobility check to kind of to get out of its range to see if it gets to attack you or not?
Oh wow, you're worse than me at that.
2.
Remember you stress dice as well?
Yeah, I'm just counting one.
You got 6 there.
Okay.
Just take 2 of those.
Well, that's a lot. There's a lot of chance for a success.
Just hypothetically, guys, not necessarily a problem that we might have. If you rolled multiple ones on stress dice, what would happen then?
Yeah, I got 2 1s on my stress and 1 6 on my stress die. That's it.
It just triggers a panic roll.
One or more is the same impact, so it's okay. You might feel personally worse about it, but no mechanical implications.
Still seeking cover.
Once again, seeking cover. So that checks out.
Wow.
Yeah. I
go with what doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going so well for me right now.
But you did succeed.
Yeah, do I
scuttle back a little bit? And so you technically didn't succeed in escaping its reach.
Okay.
But for when I roll its attack, it just kind of steps backward to try to keep you, reminding you that it knows you are there.
Yes.
But you do keep crawling along.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. And I believe you have a fast action. Anything you want to do there? Otherwise, we'll go to initiative number 6.
Yeah, crawl was slow, so you've still got a fast thing.
Okay, it just says you must use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot. So...
You could get up.
Again, probably on... I don't know.
Oh yeah, you can use it. You can now say, now that you've kind of gone away, you can use your fast action to get up.
Okay.
That is a reasonable thing for a panicked person to do, is to try to get up and run faster.
Yeah, I'm scrabbling, trying to get myself up to run as fast as possible away. So yeah, try and scrabble up.
All right. Mr. Marine, back to you.
All right. I'm going to use my fast action to pick up my pulse rifle. And then I am going to, again, unload, hoping for better results this time.
Come on.
Oh my gosh. So much stress going into this roll.
Stressful situation.
Well, I had some successes. But so lots of successes, but I did panic. So let's see what happens here. Please don't be tooting. No, I got seek cover. I got seek cover as well. So
join me.
All right.
Yeah. That's a shame. I had 6 successes.
Oh my god.
Oh well. All right. Yeah, so I'm seeking cover next turn, and Yeah, all friendlies also increase by 1. So let's not forget that.
Oh, I should have done that already for yours, right?
So I think I'm pegged on stress now.
Yeah, I'm on 10.
Yep.
I'm not sure that applies to Jonesy because he's sort of
outraged.
gone away. Anyway, so.
Yeah.
He's not being affected by all your stress.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly how it went for Jonesy the whole time. Yeah, so
he's on his own thing.
I mean, just that wonderful gif of Jonesy looking, poetically while the flashing lights or whatever, that's what's going on.
I think he's watching someone die, isn't he?
Yes.
All right.
It's like
Campbell, this thing is still in your face.
My face.
And it's going to go with the tail again.
Okay.
As it just poke.
It's really toying.
How much poking there is left for Campbell.
Yeah.
Well, guys.
Ooh, okay.
Second time's the charm. That's what they say. Let's try and block with my motion.
Here we go.
All right.
With my 10 stress dice. Which we, again, don't have even enough for. This is a... Did we say this is a physical combat or a stamina?
Close combat. It's
close combat.
Strength and close combat.
All right, so 3 base dice. Let's just roll those first, and then we'll sort the stress out.
Here we go.
Huge start. We've got a 6.
Okay, everything could be fine.
Everything
Just don't roll
could be
any
really
ones
good.
now.
So we'll roll... so this is 8, right? Yeah, 8 stress dice. There's a 1. Did come with another 6 though, and then I'll just roll 2 more that weren't 6s or 1s. There's another 1. So yeah, we've absolutely panicked, but we've got 2 successes.
Nice.
Keep it together.
Come on, buddy.
What are the odds when you've got 10 stress? I wonder.
Oh yeah. That's kind of bad.
I got seek cover.
Oh!
Hi guys.
All right,
Join
everyone's
us.
running.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Although
I'd say.
I feel like, because like you said, right, this is above 10 and therefore it's cancelling. I feel like I won't have a chance to seek cover because I'll be disemboweled by the time that's happening.
Yeah.
All right, that's good to go again. Oh, sorry. You do. Oh yeah. Okay. So it did do 1 damage to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough.
So you are now broken.
Mm-hmm.
So what you need to do is roll a d66. So 1d6 is the 10's value.
Yep.
1d6 is the 1's value.
Okay, I'm going to have pink be our 10s. So that's a 26.
Okay.
All right. As you're panicking, bringing up the motion tracker, the tail, instead of piercing you in the abdomen like I was trying to do, slashes across your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't use that arm.
Okay.
Ooh.
And if you want to, you can go into our critical injuries section and add the slashed shoulder critical injury.
Oh.
Aren't you lucky?
And they'll give you more details.
Critical injury section.
So special.
And for folks at home curious about the game, one bit of commentary here too is that things do escalate really, really quickly, kind of like what you're saying with this encounter. When you're playing with a little bit more time, there might be a little more exploration, before you get to these moments. But once these moments happen, it can fly off the handle very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, when you're dealing with an ultimate life form that is built to kill.
Yeah.
Or an alien,
One of them.
Then,
I've seen players with low stress destroy an alien queen in 2 turns. Then players with lots of stress fall apart with one single, smaller xenomorph.
That's combat,
in 1 round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the luck of the dice.
Yeah.
All right, and then so its second turn, it does turn around because it thinks it has you and goes for Jim.
Oh no.
All right. Jim at least has a little health.
God.
All right.
Have as much
So
health
as
as I
you're
will
trying to
do it.
panic and run away, Jim, it comes up and just grabs you from behind, and you must make a immediate opposed. Wait, that's going to be during your turn. Sorry, but it has grabbed you, and then you must make an immediate Well, I guess I'm gonna say for each round you can only panic once. So the round's gone. Stay some time here. But you have been grabbed.
Okay.
So
Wonderful.
during your turn, you
Fantastic.
can break free if you wish.
You have been
Yep.
grabbed.
Consider yourself grabbed. Snatched.
Campbell, it is finally your turn.
Oh god.
I think, is it your turn, Will?
Yeah, Campbell.
Yeah.
You are
Davis
last
Campbell.
in the round.
Does having 0 health affect my turn at all?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you are broken on the ground.
Yeah, excellent.
That's your
You're still
go.
like you're still vaguely you're not like unconscious, but in fact, I believe you can still crawl if you
Yeah,
want.
I was
you
gonna
are
say
crawl
I'm
to
just gonna
safety.
crawl to safety. I know where those escape pods are. I'm just gonna
Do you
crawl.
Crawl
One
towards
arm.
the creature that has grabbed the marine, which is like towards the escape pods, or do you crawl back the way you came?
I need to get to those escape pods. I think Campbell, he's not an idiot. He knows that that's his only safe haven, and the fact that Jim has been grabbed, he's like, well, maybe this is one small window where it won't try and rip my stomach open again. So yeah, I'm going to crawl towards the escape pods and past the alien.
All right, Jonesy.
Did we say Jonesy was heading towards the escape pods?
Yeah, you've
Yes. So
bolted.
if you want, you can say you keep going.
Sorry. He's running.
He's
Alright.
rocking.
Little
Johnny.
paws can take him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trotting along.
Out of sight, out of mind. All right, the officer, Maddie, you're up.
Yeah, I've got up now, so I'm just trying to run to the escape pods. That's my plan. She's so panicked, not even looking back at anything that's happening, just head forward.
Go. All right, and Adam, Jim the Marine.
All right. So, just to be clear, how far away is it? Or is everyone at this point?
Jonesy is long gone. Rodriguez is now about a zone away from you.
Okay.
Like you can see her heading down the hallway, kind of slightly starting to disappear into the darkness.
Got it.
Sorry.
And Campbell's crawling past you
Yeah.
as this thing's holding.
Okay, but like, it's still in close range with me.
I feel like I know what's coming.
Campbell, yes, not Rodriguez. Rodriguez is now a zone away.
I think Campbell crawling past.
Wait.
I think if he can sense what you're about to do, he'll give you a knowing nod.
Okay, as long
knowing nod.
as long as Jim gets the knowing nod, and there's the music swells, and Jim see, and they both kind of nod at each other. Then Jim is going to pull out the grenade that he had hiding somewhere on his body. He did not pat it earlier, and he is going to pull the pin, and try to get rid of this hostile organism and possibly give Rodriguez and Jonesy the chance to escape.
Most importantly,
Right.
Jonesy, but Rodriguez too.
I might.
I mean,
too.
Someone has to load him into the escape.
Yeah, I've got to assist him. Yeah.
the cat probably can't fly the escape.
Yeah. I would have loved to have grenaded with you guys, but someone's got to strap
I had other
them.
plans this evening.
Yeah.
Let's,
So sorry.
let's catch up after
Let's
this.
do this
We'll
again.
grenade
Let's
we'll
circle
grenade
back.
again, yeah.
Fantastic. Have fun, guys.
So that's what I'm going to try to do.
Let's where's the grenade?
The
Come
red
on.
plastic cap must be removed and the trigger under it depressed. 3 seconds later, it will explode. This is an Armat M40.
It's a long 3 seconds.
Yeah, let's the M40. That's the Armat one.
The M40 stands for man. Thought you'd get out of this one. Guess not.
Shut up.
All right, I'm going to say that.
I'm
we can
dying
just
to. Give me my
have it go off now.
Yeah, okay. It
Go
goes
ahead,
off so which part am I rolling?
The blast.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
blast
so
Does it have a base damage value or no?
it's just blast 9.
Yeah, roll 9 dice
Sounds
and see what
big.
happens.
Okay.
Come on.
Does this have any stress to it? I assume not.
No, because you're just setting it off.
Yeah.
Surely you can't do that wrong. Messed up.
Just press a button.
Yeah.
So is just out of curiosity, is that a pushable roll?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, so that is, though, out of that 9, that is 6 successes.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh. Okay. All right, so then you both take 6 damage. Negated if you have any armor, it is negated.
You might be shocked to learn that I don't. What happens if I'm on 0 health and I take 6 damage?
Immediate, another critical hit.
So that's going to be another D66.
So you're gonna roll on the critical injuries table for that, or is that right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Critical
It's going
injuries table.
to be a 45.
All right, you now have a bleeding gut. As
I bet I do,
as you like lean up to look at the Marine to give him the knowing nod, the grenade goes off right in your stomach.
Oh.
And then
Shrapnel.
Adam, go ahead and roll one for. I assume you're down at 0 health now too.
I am definitely on 0 health, barely though. And then
strong.
He was a tough guy, but doesn't matter in the face of a grenade.
Yeah.
So that is a 90. Sorry, not 9. I got that backwards. 60. 62.
You have a ruptured aorta.
Yeah.
That's fair. The creature itself just explodes. And with viscera everywhere. And I think it's fair to say with all that acid and with the explosion, I'm not seeing a high likelihood of survival for our poor scientist.
Definitely not. And so just one last thing, though. He yells off as his vocal cords are getting completely melted by acid. He is just going to say, "Have a Mai Tai for me."
Campbell looks over as he's sizzling into the ground like, "Jim, it's a very cool tattoo."
Incredible. What a moving moment.
Single tear.
So moving.
And then, Rodriguez, you reach the escape pods, and Jonesy's standing outside of one.
I hurriedly pick up Jonesy and
like an American football.
grab him before he doesn't like this. So I'm gripping him so tight and shaking, like pressing the button to open it.
Right, and as you hit the buttons, you start to hear some hissing sounds down from the hallway.
I'm not listening.
The door opens in time. You get in there. It closes shut behind you, and
my God.
The escape pod ejects from the Carthaginian.
Oh, Jonesy's like on your chest.
Yeah,
He's like purring. Trying to find like comfort and giving you little biscuits.
I was like dead-eyed, like staring out into space.
Seeing the Carthaginian just sort of get smaller and smaller in your view,
Oh.
And the SOS beacon echoes out across.
Wow.
Hopefully you're close enough to a star system that someone can actually hear it. But for now,
and hopefully you'll make it to your Mai Tai.
Jonesy coming Mai Tai as well.
All right. I think that is the appropriate end of our time here today. Thanks so much for playing with us, for letting us, teach you a new game in some cases, and to check out the Alien RPG Nexus. It is a really, really great way to onboard in the game. So if you've been curious about this one, wanting to give it a try, definitely, try it out with these digital tools. It's easier than ever to get started.
Yeah, you can find all of this on demiplane.com. We'll have a link in the description below. But if you want to see more from us over here on Dicebreaker, then please do stick around, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon to get notified whenever we put a new video live. You can also just leave us a like and a comment because it's just nice. Let us know what your favorite moment was. We're also over on dicebreaker.com where the wonderful Alex Meehan is writing all of her fantastic articles about RPGs and TCGs and minis games and board games and pretty much anything that you can play on top of a table and beyond. As well as all of our other fantastic contributors over there. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. A huge thank you to these two for playing us through the game and for playing with us. Check out Demiplane if you get the chance. But until then, have a lovely day. Goodbye. Bye.